Do y'all love to organize like I do? I can't believe I let it get this bad, y'all. I really can't. Let's just be real. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I have to say my OCD heart is not thrilled that everything's not in the same style container. Who doesn't have some spare Chick-fil-A sauces in a drawer somewhere? Hey y'all, hey, Erica with TimetoShrink. Today we are organizing this kitchen. Oh my gosh, y'all. Behind closed doors, my spices are a mess. My drawers are a mess. I can't find anything. I order things and then I really already have 2 of them. I know y'all probably feel me. And like, how do the inside of drawers get as dirty as they do, y'all? I just don't know. So, did not get all dressed up for this one. No hair or makeup because we're cleaning, y'all. We're cleaning. Got my Zip Fizz, aka my caffeine and energy. Let's just jump right into it, y'all. There's a lot to get done. In this top drawer here, it's relatively organized. It's just a little bit of a mess, as you can see here. Like, now we don't want to shut. There we go. Here is one of the main areas that we really need to work on. This drawer, y'all, can you even, there's so much stuff in here. Lots of stuff that people have sent me for free, or things that I've gotten and thought I would use a lot and haven't, or just, you know, all kinds of stuff. I've showed you all of this down here. The one in the bottom is just pans. It's fine. Ooh. This right here, let's step back so you can see all of it. Very bottom here is just more bottles that need to be out, but it's because I don't have enough space above. Then this is my spice cabinet, and it is jam-packed full. Layers and layers of spices, and I cannot get to them. They're not organized. I don't know what's where. And I love my spices, y'all. I love my spices. I have more than just here. So this is a major, major project that we're gonna be getting into. So let's shut her. Okay. We've got this one here. Okay. In here is more spices. I use this more for baking. So I've got baking stuff, different sugars, allulose, that kind of stuff in there. Again, it's such a mess. I don't know where stuff is. I need to work on this. All the way down here in this little corner, it's really great storage, and I have turntables in there. But both of these turntables, the bottom is fine. The bottom is mainly just like bowls and stuff, and it's fine. But this top part is flours and sugars and things like that as well. And it's relatively organized down here because everything is in canisters. So I don't think there's too much to do there, but we will look at everything while we're trying to put everything back together and see what works best. Probably work on fridge and freezers another day. So we're just gonna work on cabinets for now. All right, so here are the main spices sitting here. I probably should go ahead and pull out all of them though. So here is what the cabinet looks like now. Open, open. These work really well for me, so I'm just gonna leave it. These are 2 spin things with my oils and vinegars and stuff like that, and they function really well, so I'm just leaving that. And then we'll definitely need to play with this a little bit. And then over here, I think all of this is baking, so I'm gonna do it completely separately because I'm gonna keep it separate from my regular spices. But I do need to pull down these spices so I know all of the spices that we are dealing with. Probably should not do that one-handed. I'm gonna grab those through and organize. But the majority of the spices on this table, I'd say 3/4 of it is Fresh Jack's. And Fresh Jack's actually is sponsoring this video, y'all, but they did not give me the spices on here for this video. These are spices I've accumulated from them over months and months, if not years. Has it been years now? May have been years now that I've been using Fresh Jack's, and I absolutely love it. Thanks to Fresh Jack's for sponsoring this video. Let's get everything organized. Yes. Do y'all love to organize like I do? I can't believe I let it get this bad, y'all. I really can't. Since I knew I'd be working today, I just went with the grunge look. I usually put on a little bit of a face and some decent clothes to do videos for y'all. Well, not usually, sometimes, but I realize I look a hot mess, y'all. I've been outside half the day doing errands, and even if you're just going from store to store, oh my gosh, it's so hot and humid in South Carolina. But I didn't know, like, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Let's just be real. I'm feeling overwhelmed. This is a big countertop, and it is loaded, y'all. I think what I'm gonna do is make 2 piles, a keep pile and a trash, and then evaluate. I think we're gonna put stuff in alphabetical order because then when I'm looking for things, I know where they are. I don't know why I haven't done that since we moved back into this house, but yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I've got a few things. Let me show you what I've bought and what I already had. What I already had was this guy. It's like the 3-tier where you set stuff, and this works, but I need to get more into one space. So I have that, and we'll probably reutilize that, but I also got this guy, and where is your front? I got this guy at Bed Bath & Beyond the other day, and it has trays that pull out and bend down. So I'm thinking this is going to be really great, and height-wise, I can set stuff on top of this at all. I can also set stuff on top of this. So I think it's going to be really, really handy. If I love it, I may go buy another one later today. It was $20, which is not that bad. I've been looking on Amazon. I've been looking all over for spice storage, and all the things that I like were like $100. And as much as I want to be organized, I'm trying not to spend that much money on this. So we're going to try and use these 2 things, but if I love this, it was really $20 is pretty decent. So with a 20% off coupon from Bed Bath & Beyond, that would be even cheaper. So I think we're just going to go through and see what we're not keeping first and then start putting it up. I think that's the best plan. Alright, get that out of my way. So I stole a bin from my pantry because my problem with the very top shelf, y'all, is I can't reach it very well. So I have some stuff that I don't use on the regular, like refills for salt, refills for pepper. We don't use that at all. Butt rub for when we do barbecue. An empty container, but it's for ranch that I'll probably remake. Actually, I may go ahead and make some ranch out of some of this. We'll leave that out. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to take this, and I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, actually, that's another barbecue spice, which truthfully, the only barbecue spices I use are the ones from Fresh Jacks and this butt rub. I don't really ever use this hot hog dust, so we're just going to dump that. I've got a pretty big trash can full, which is making me happy. There were some things that were expired, some things that I frankly just never use. Like this Casco Bay seasoning. I don't even know what this is for or when I got it, but I love, love, love Fresh Bay from Fresh Jack, so we're just going to dump that one too. I do have a few seasonings left from Penzeys. This is the company I used to use, and there's nothing wrong with that company. It's just a much larger company. They have, frankly, a bigger profile of spices. So if there's something I can't find from Fresh Jacks, I will go to Penzeys. But Fresh Jacks is my #1 for sure. And I do have a few Penzeys spices that I need to finish up before they go bad. Actually, that one's expired. I say that, and then I'm looking. That one's 2019 expired. So I really need to look at these Penzeys. I haven't used them. And that one's 2018 expired, y'all. Oh my gosh. 2019. Anyways, I guess I need to go through these dates a little bit better. But what I'm going to do is take these bigger bottles that we don't use as often, and I'm going to put it way up at the top. Oh, that didn't work, y'all. It's not going to shut. Darn it. Ugh, that would have been perfect because I can actually reach it. It's not going to shut. Huh. Well, I guess I'm still going to put it up there because these are things that I don't reach for as often. So I'm going to get my chair. And luckily Jason's not home because he would be yelling at me, y'all. He does not like when I climb up here. at all. He gets very mad at me. Maybe he won't watch this one. Okay, so we have organization. It looks good, but okay, this is good too. This is my backup. These are ones that are sealed, and when I need a replacement, I know that they're gonna be here. So things that I go through a lot, I like to have a backup of. Smoky Southwest, we go through this like crazy. I use this in place of any kind of Mexican seasoning or taco seasoning. I also have their taco seasoning, but I like this one way, way better. This is actually all Fresh Jack stuff, y'all. Here's my problem. I have this much left. That's all, just this much. So I've got to figure out how I'm gonna get that up here and it still be neat. So I've got this kind of condensed down to things that we use on the daily that need to be out. So it looks a little better on the counter. It's not quite as full. Let me see what I can do over here, y'all. Okay, so I had this one line here of space, y'all. Still kind of going alphabetical order. So there's taco and Thai spice back there. So end result, I don't even have to go buy anything else. I used exactly what we had here already. At the top, I've got some chocolate chips, and those may move over to the baking side. And then in the middle is like bags of spices that I have. And then top right is things I don't use very often at all, so I don't need to reach. And they're larger containers. They're like refills, basically. Middle shelf, I really didn't change much at all. These are my turntables with my oils and vinegars, and then I've got bay leaves, and that top one is my what I store my buttermilk ranch from Penzies in. I need to reorder that. It is completely empty. So here I had a little space up here. It's all empty behind there. I just put these 3 here, and then in here we kind of went alphabetical order. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this accessibility or not, but it sure gives me more space. So these are alphabetical order spices. You just pull it out and down, and then you can access it. But see how it's like a little flimsy? I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know, maybe that's why it was only $20. But they're in alphabetical order, so I kind of know where to go when I'm looking for it that way. And then I stayed with the alphabetical order over here, and I've just got, in the very back is all barbecue spices and rubs from Fresh Jack's. Those are not in alphabetical order. I just know where they are. And then just random spices starting from C all the way here to ghost pepper chilies, smoked ghost pepper chilies. And then in the front here, I have these tiny little bottles. We reach for these often, so I just left the tiny bottles here in the front. We use these in cocktails, and they put it on top of popcorn, on top of food, just all kinds of stuff. And then here's the middle aisle I showed y'all, and I had one thing that didn't fit, but there's a little spot there, and it'll still close. So I'm impressed with myself, y'all. I'll let y'all know later. I'll check in later on how I like this one over here. I'm worried that it's a little flimsy, but we shall see. We shall see, y'all. Moving on. And here are all the things that I threw out that were not good anymore. I hate, some of these were spices I really enjoyed, but spices are not tasty when they're expired. They're just not, and you're wasting your time cooking with spices that are expired. So these were either empty bottles or expired. Nothing is just like thrown away at all. I obviously wasted it though by not finishing it up. I wanted to stop for a minute, y'all, and talk about the sponsor of this video. Fresh Jack Spices. They are a small family-owned company in Jacksonville that produces the best organic, clean spices out there. I absolutely am obsessed with them. If you don't already know that about me, you're probably new. So hey, welcome. This is not our typical video. Usually we're doing meal planning or what I eat in a day. I've lost over 100 pounds on keto, and I share all of that kind of stuff with you. But today, I just really wanted to take y'all along while I organize, because I know that it's something we all need to get motivated to do. I've needed to do it for so long, so we're gonna do it today. We're doing it, y'all. But anyways, Fresh Jack's is sponsoring this video, and I just adore them. I really, really do. Another really cool thing about them, other than the fact that their spices have kicked up my meals 1,000 notches, Fresh Jack sells their spices in, actually let me grab some and show you. Fresh Jack sells their spices in 2 sizes. Actually, I just heard they might have some gallon sizes of some things now, but this mini and this size. This is my favorite, but if you're brand new to Fresh Jacks, you can get a set of 5 of this size of any spices you want. And anytime you buy one of their spice boxes, they donate a meal to kids in need. Their plan or their goal for 2020 was 150,000 meals. They have already passed it. They're like 156,284 to be exact. So that's pretty amazing, and I love, love, love that they support their community and they give back in that way. So not only are they amazing spices, not only are they affordable, but they give back and they put their heart and soul, and they just put so much it's just quality, y'all. I could go on and on, but I'm not, because we had a lot to do today. So let's just jump back into the video. Okay, so next thing, we're not gonna tackle that yet. We're gonna tackle this. First things first. Here is this drawer that is insanely beyond full. So much stuff. So I'm just going to do what I did with the last one. I'm just going to unload it all and then go through it and figure it out. Here we go. We've got this plethora of stuff. A lot of things that are not even open. Stuff people have sent me. Multiples of some things. So I'm just going to kind of, let's see. I've got like 2 high-key instant hot cereals. Sometimes I like these, sometimes it's not my favorite. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for. They are pretty tasty though. The strawberries and cream and the maple brown sugar are not open, and then I have another strawberries and cream that is open. I've got a bunch of like collagens from different places and protein powders and yeah, hemp hearts and all kinds of stuff. I've got a ton of coconut oils. I had bought this huge coconut oil to put on top of my dog's food because it's really good for their coat, but she scarfs her food up so quickly that we put it in this thing that makes it take a little longer for her to eat, and I can't really put the coconut oil in that. So I have a lot of coconut oil, like multiple containers. Chia seeds, just lots of stuff. So let me show you. I bought a bunch of bins with sealable tops like this size. So I'm going to try and organize things into these. I'm thinking I probably needed to buy some that were a lot smaller though. So I'm not sure how far we're going to get with this today, but I'm going to try and weed through it here. Okay, so empty drawer, just gonna wipe it out. It's pretty clean actually, not that bad. Okay, let's see how this works, y'all. Okay, y'all, this looks pretty good. I have to say my OCD heart is not thrilled that everything's not in the same style container, but I was trying desperately to save money and not go buy 5 million new containers. I bought these 4 here because I needed a few more in order to make this work, but I wish they were all, I have to be real, I wish they were all in the same type of container. But this Isopure whey protein is good for like adding to breadings for things. And it's also just unflavored, so you could add it to smoothies or whatever. This is my favorite protein powder when I want a protein powder shake. The Equip Prime Protein Chocolate. And then this is the Equip Collagen that I add to shakes and coffees and things like that. And then this is the Equip Vanilla. So, what I like to do is just cut off the package and tape it on so I know what it is. I know there's cleaner, prettier ways to do that probably too, but that's what I tend to do. And then I think I'm gonna put labels on the top of each of these so I know what they are too, maybe. I don't know. This is chia seeds. This is gelatin. Yeah, beef gelatin. These are 2 Redmond's Real Light electrolyte powders, which actually, I think those are not going to live down here. We've got our smoothie containers. This is some coconut manna. I use this when I am making fat bombs mainly. And then I've got some hemp hearts. And this is a little bit of Gene Pro protein that I have left. And then I have some MCT oil back here. Frankly, I don't really do liquid MCT oil. This just came to me for free. I hate to throw it out, so it's just back here in the corner for now. Maybe one day I'll decide I want to have some. I don't know. And then the same thing with these. I have to be in the right mood for them, and I have not been lately. Maybe in the fall when I'm ready for hot cereals again. So I'm just going to leave these as is right here, even though they annoy me to not put them in a container. I don't want to open them because I'm not planning to use them like anytime soon. So that is way better. Okay, I decided to put the Redmond Real Light or Relight, the Redmond's Relight electrolyte mixes right here with vitamins, apple cider vinegar pills, and my grass-fed beef liver pills. I like to leave some in here and some in the bathroom so that I can take them throughout the day. There's 6 of these and I just can't take 6 at one time, but I really like the idea of getting in all of the nutrition that's in grass-fed beef liver and pill form, because let's be real, y'all, I am not a liver girl. I don't like pate. I don't like it fried. I have never found a way to eat liver that I enjoy. So I was really excited about these Equip pills. And then there's some immune booster pills that I haven't opened yet. I thought when the kids started back to school, if they do, or my husband started back to work, if they do, when he does, that these might be good for that. And then I take one of these apple cider vinegar pills every morning. And so these just kind of fit here. We've got other allergy pills and stuff. And there's really not much for me to do organize-wise here. It's pretty organized as much as it's going to get. So we're going to leave that. Next is this corner baking section. It's hot, y'all. It's hot in South Carolina. We cannot cool the inside of the house well enough. So it's getting real. Had to have a change of clothes because my sweatpants were too hot. So we got the leggings going and we're gonna keep moving, keep tackling all of this, y'all. Y'all, it's crazy how much stuff is in one cabinet. Like, I haven't even gone to the below cabinet yet. I think I'm gonna try and organize the baking spices and that kind of stuff, and then we'll go from there. All right, y'all, we're getting there. I have all of these that are full, but I don't have anywhere to put them right now. So I've got more. My problem is I found all these things that I didn't know I had, so I had bought more. So that's why I needed to organize, y'all. So I have 2 huge things of almond flour. I like never use almond flour, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I always use Trim Healthy Mama baking blend. This one is actually empty. I wanted to show y'all because I talk about Trim Healthy Mama all the time, y'all. I don't just buy baking blend from them. I buy gelatin, I buy peanut flour. I love getting my sunflower lecithin from them. I also get baobab powder, wait, how do you say that? Baobab powder, is that how you say it? I don't know. This stuff, I get that from Trim Healthy Mama as well. This is really, really high in vitamin C and really good for immunity. It's great to put in smoothies or gummies. So anyways, I just want to let y'all know I do get a ton of stuff from Trim Healthy Mama. So when I go to www.trimhealthymama.com. I don't have any discounts for y'all. I wish I did, but they run sales often. So when they run a sale, I just stock up on all the things from them that I like. So these are all empty except for this, y'all. I have so much gelatin. I have this gelatin. I have a big thing of beef gelatin. I just threw away like 3 boxes of Knox gelatin because this is way healthier than the Knox, and I know I'm not going to go through all of it. I think I bought it thinking I was going to make lots of gummies and stuff, and then I just haven't. So my dilemma right now is what to do with all of this stuff. So let me show you where we've ended up. So my bottom is pretty much the same as it was before. I threw away a couple things that were expired, but this is pretty much the same. And then I just tuck my Mexican vanilla over here because it's so tall. This is like the only place it fits. And then over here is my kids' chocolate stash, which is getting very low. Up here, this is the same too. This is all my flavorings. So one-on-one flavorings. There's some yeast up there. Banana, almond, honey flavoring. Also, all of these flavorings, maple, pecan, chocolate, butter, peanut butter, all of these with the flour or the butterfly on it are also from Trim Healthy Mama. I just think their ingredients are super high quality, and I would prefer to use their brand, their flavorings and everything. So I love, love, love those. And then I have a few of like cheaper flavorings. This is a mint one from Walmart, but I like to get them from Trim Healthy Mama. I really do. Another thing Trim Healthy Mama has is CBD oil, and I've been happy with it. So on this side is like baking spices. Lots of baking spices. And then, oh, please focus. I ran out of place for my sugars, so I put this straight erythritol right there. And then up here, I am so short, y'all. This was a shelf that was not something I could get to. Now I can see everything that's on it. I ran out of room, so I put a bunch of extra full sweeteners in there. I have different types of sweeteners because I've been playing with our cocktail series on what kind of sweeteners make the best syrup. So I have a ton of sweeteners. So all these sweeteners, some salt, and then I label things real when it's got sugar in it. So this is like my daughter's baking stuff. So real brown sugar, real powdered sugar, blah, 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 right? So everything's labeled really, really well. So there's that. And then down here, let me get down on my knees and show y'all in here. In here is pretty much just like it was, but I was able to add a few more things. So coconut flour, oat fiber, peanut flour, Trim Healthy Mama baking blend. I really wanted to keep all of her real stuff up there, so I may figure out a way to flip some stuff so all her baking stuff is together. But as of right now, this is where this is sitting. We don't have any actual sugar in our house right now, but she does have some more flour, some psyllium husk. Truthfully, y'all, I don't like to buy this in bulk. I like to buy just the amount I need at a time. I probably should throw this out. It goes bad really quickly, and it will ruin a baked dish in an instant. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of that. I just get like the amount I need at the health food store. This is straight up allulose. This is what I have found to be the best thing in making syrups. So this looks like a lot, but with all of the cocktail lab stuff going on in our kitchen, we use this. Sucre Gold, y'all, this was one of the reasons I did this. I found 3 open Sucre Golds because I kept pushing them back in the cabinet and then I couldn't see them. So same with this. I had all these open monk fruit golden sweeteners. So I just combined them and put them where they belong, and I labeled. And then here's just straight up Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. Same thing with the powdered. I had 2 open, so put them in here. And that is just going to be super helpful. Then just back here, all the way in the back, I just have some white vinegar that I always forget I have because it's stored way back there. I always think, what a great place to put it, and then I forget. I have a bunch of little parchment, focus, a bunch of parchment lined baking cups. There's like 4 stacks of that, and then some silicone ones here. And then down here, I'm super excited, y'all, because these used to be at the very top, way up there, and I had to get on a chair every time I wanted a strainer. So I reorganized down here just a little bit. This is all just stuff for baking and cooking and everything, but I was really excited to get my strainers down here. Super psyched about that. But what do I do about this, y'all? Okay, y'all, I think I figured it out. This is under my TV storage cabinet, but it's something that I can access easily. This is my extra Zip Fizz. You know, the girl cannot run out of Zip Fizz. And then it looks like somebody's been stashing candy down here because I never look down here. Jason always pulls from here, not me. Guess he's been stashing some candy on me, y'all. So I think what I'm gonna do is take all of these unopened boxes, that's empty, and throw them in here. Ta-da! It's stored, it's easy for me to see what I have, and it's behind closed doors. Isn't that the best, Hazel? Hazel, Hazel. She smells all the stuff that I've been spilling, huh? Yeah. Got to be real careful with puppies when you're doing this kind of stuff, because for instance, if I had xylitol and the powder was getting around the kitchen, it literally could kill a dog. So we don't keep xylitol anymore around here. Huh, baby girl? Will you look at me? Say hi. Hey, say hi. Yeah, hi Hazel. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, let's run through this drawer, see if we can make it work a little more efficiently. Okay, so I put this little guy in here to hold all of the tablespoon measures. I have so many of these types, so I think that's going to help this a lot. So we've just got all of our cups and stuff and our funnels and all of that in the back here, and I think this is going to work. Why is it not shutting automatically? Okay, we've got this drawer, which is where I keep like this kind of stuff. It's just hodgepodge and it never really shuts and it's really dirty. Y'all, how did these drawers get so dirty? Like, they're shut all the time. When you open them, you just take things out. Like, I don't understand how these drawers get so gross. So dirty. I don't understand how they get so gross. Alright, so this is the next drawer. This is just my silverware drawer, but I've got a bunch of stuff in here that just doesn't need to be here. So just try and clean this out too, y'all. These are just like serving spoon type stuff. Again, like, why does this get so dirty, y'all? Ugh. Who doesn't have some spare Chick-fil-A sauces in a drawer somewhere? I think we all do. This is one of my favorite things ever. This is my flour sifter from Sur La Table. The holes are big enough for almond flour sifting and like gluten-free flours and keto flour sifting. I love this baby. Guess we have a pencil in here, you know, just in case. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna clean this nastiness and I'll be back. Yeah. I don't understand how these drawers get so gross. Like, they're always closed. How do they get all this crap in them? Don't understand. This time, it is worth something to survive. When all is over. So we're gonna come work on this one, y'all. When all is over. Let's just walk around the kitchen and see what we accomplished. I'm gonna try and start where we began, but it may not go totally in order. All right, so this was the reason that I started, because before, let me throw the before up and after. I had so many spices, I didn't even know what was in here on half of them. There were a million that were expired because I didn't like them or just never finished them. Felt so bad about that. So what I did was, the first thing I did was buy this spice tray, y'all, and I can't decide if I'm gonna love it or not. I feel like it might be a little flimsy, but I alphabetized everything so we can find things easily, and I was able to fit everything in. I mean, there's a ton of room behind there. Front, these are all of our spicy grilling spices or sea salts that I rim cocktails with, and we just use all the time, so I wanted them to be in the very front. Plus they're in these little sizes, and I just keep refilling these little guys because they're the perfect size for right here. Coming up here, I didn't really change much at all. I love having turntables. This is all of my oils and vinegars. I love turntables. They just make things so organized and easy to get to. And then up here, I have baking spices, extra big bags of spices that need to be refilled, and then just some big things that I don't reach for very often. So there is the spice cabinet, number one. Number two, let's go on into this one. This had a huge change. Again, I love Lazy Susans, y'all. They are the best. These little table turners or Lazy Susans or whatever you call them. Over here is where I keep all of my baking stuff. So we've got your glucomannan, your xanthan gum, which are thickeners, baking powder, cinnamon, just random stuff. And then up here, I have an obsession with flavorings. So I've got tons of one-on-one flavorings, almond flavoring, banana flavoring. I have a ton of Trim Healthy Mama brand flavorings, all of that kind of stuff. And then on this side is baking spices. So I've got like cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice and cardamom and just stuff like that. Then moving up, this is kind of like backup or stuff I don't use as often. So I put it on a Lazy Susan, and now I can actually reach everything. We are pretty much a sugar-free household, except for when Caroline likes to bake. She doesn't want to use my stuff. So all of the stuff that's labeled real is like real sugar, real powdered sugar, real all-purpose flour. And I have all that up here for her as well. And then just backups of sweeteners. So there's that. And the top, y'all, there's absolutely nothing up there. I have a free reign of more storage space, which is kind of cool, but I can't reach that. Down here, furthering on our spices and sugars, this Lazy Susan is so helpful. I've got all my sweeteners. I have everything labeled. This one, I need to put labels on the side too, because I can't see it until you spin it around. But I've got all my different sweeteners and Caroline's real sugar and all-purpose, just, you know, just all my flours. And then down here, I found a spot for this, which was another huge goal. I wanted to be able to reach this. This used to be in the way tall. So all of this is just baking and cooking stuff just organized. So super happy about that. Oh, shut. All right, now let's go into cabinets. It's not a cabinet. What is this? A drawer. Let's look at drawers. My drawers, this is the one thing in the kitchen, y'all. I wish I had one more this size drawer, but I think I did a pretty good job of organizing it. So this is just mainly silverware and then stuff we reach for all the time. And then I had this extra space here, and I threw in my measuring spoons, and that helped so much because now this drawer is not over full. So I can reach everything in here, and I was to the point where I could never get this open. Everything was always getting stuck. So now it's not shutting quite right because it's off kilter, but it shuts. That's the moral of the story there. Same with this one. It was so full, never could open it, and now I can reach what I need, and it just has what I need. I pared down, because how many of these do you need? I probably need some clean ones, but I mean, I had like 6, and I only really need 2, one for each hand. So there's that. And then over here, this was another drawer that really, really needed some love. And look how good she looks. She looks so good. And then this one was, I don't know if y'all remembered, but this one was overloaded. And I bought a bunch of bins. The OCD part of me wants all of them to match, but I didn't want to spend extra money, y'all. So I've got my protein powders, chia seeds, gelatin, hemp, just all that kind of stuff for smoothies and that kind of stuff in here. So now this drawer is organized, and I think that's everything, y'all. That took forever. It literally took me 2 days and a lot of rest breaks, but I'm done. I'm done, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you got some motivation or some inspiration to tackle your kitchen. It's not the most fun thing, but I just put on some YouTube or listen to some music and just knock it out, get it done. And if y'all are interested in Fresh Jacks, I always have a link below in the description. You can get 15% off using my link, so go check them out, y'all. Everybody has to replace spices at some point, so when you need to replace them with the good stuff. It's really not that expensive, and the more you order, the more discount they give, actually, and I just highly, highly recommend them. Thanks, Fresh Jacks, for partnering with me on this video, and I will see y'all again really soon. Bye, y'all. Be blessed.